help out and give us some advice.
Yeah, she doesn't know English very well, but
Ah, Suka.
yes.
All right, you ready?
Alright, let's go. Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Wow, he's so good. He's already like world record pace at this point.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Well, there also, I don't know if you noticed, but it's a pretty huge improvement going from a 56 to a 53.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Because Squawky's PB is 56 was like 2 years ago, so
Oh god.
like it was pretty much like a 53 equivalent back then.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
remember.
yeah, I
Even
remember.
I had a
Yeah,
56.
any VC boomers?
Even I had a 56 back then.
Yeah, waiting for the 43. It's smart.
Yeah.
I think, as far as I know, in his runs now, he's going for the alley cop car. But I think when he PB'd, he wasn't like aware how to do it because he just obviously just been coming back and like learning strats as he went
Yeah.
from memory.
So what I notice here is he waits to save the replay, which he shouldn't. You just throw the Molotov and save the replay as you burn it.
Yeah.
That obviously doesn't matter anymore.
One of the biggest things that I see a lot of people do that do the Molotov start still. I love that. Just fucking pulverize the car out of the way.
That's pretty ballsy, yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a bold move.
Most respect.
But yeah, one thing I see like a lot of people do is they like bail off and like make the replay in midair, and I feel like that's like really hard to time, but it is pretty speedy, and I think you can get like a 131 marker entry or some shit for that, and I think Squaky was on like a 136, 137, so definitely.
It was a 134 here.
134, okay.
Yeah, but 133 should be like the every single time you get it.
Yeah.
Anything lower than that, then you're just doing better than you should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good freeway drive.
That wasn't bad. A lot of people like power slide way too much. I've been
yeah.
I've told people that rule a million times.
Or go way too hard on it.
Yeah.
Also, you should always like hold leaning forwards on the two bumps. That's what I do. Kind of questionable route here, but it's alright.
Yeah, I'm interested to see why he did that.
Maybe he thought that Washington was gonna turn left here. I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe just like the Washington itself threw him off, and he just wanted to like get the fuck away. But
that's alright. 245.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Bit wide on that, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I always take the sidewalk here because it's like super good.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I can understand the whole, like, because Squaky plays a lot of iRacing, so he probably goes for, like, the sick iRacing lines, you know, like, pulling wide and then cutting in. But this isn't iRacing. the physics and driving aren't nearly as consistent as they are in that game that's, like, you know, dedicated to it.
Yeah, that was pretty good movement on getting on the bike as well.
This should be a pretty safe Malibu. Like, should be more than enough time.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. I didn't even think about that, honestly. Okay. I won't comment that.
Yeah, something that I always try and get in my head is like less mechanical errors, like just pressing the wrong button, and more like actually doing the wrong thing, thinking it's right, you know?
Yeah, alright. I see.
It's one of the biggest things.
Whew, okay.
Did you get cycled? That's pretty good to me. Yeah.
It was fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it when that happens.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if he would have made it if he did get the rampage early.
How many seconds exactly does it take off the rampage? I don't know.
I think it's like 6 seconds.
Okay.
So, assuming he's at like 118 here, he should be fine. And then, whatever. Not gonna get into too much detail.
The fucking astrophysics of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes that's what you need. Like, when you get lower and lower, like, I imagine if you did, like, a 51 review, you'd probably have to get into the really fucking nitty gritty shit, you know? Because like someone who has a 51 is obviously more than capable of like knowing exactly what to do.
Yeah.
But it's just like one of those tiny things.
I used to sit around and just watch Anti's PBs.
Yeah.
I learned a game like that. So yeah, he was fine.
Yeah.
Just a unlucky time loss.
It's a pretty good Phoenix spawn.
We played it safe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done that, and I would have probably got fucked. But yeah, just moving away.
Yeah. I would have hard just pressed F and hold shift and hope that Tommy decides to go near it. Should have more enough time to Molotov here.
Yeah. Or even bail out. Actually, I don't think he would have had time to bail out if he had the rampage.
Definitely would have preferred the Molotov there. Obviously, with the cop car, it's different. Something that I've seen people do is when they have like excess time here is like glitch cars with the Molotov, but you're just like I'm not really a big fan of it because how easily it is to get like the phone tree of the phone tree gun.
I know that.
Yeah, like the stupid fucking glitch, like the palm tree of doom or whatever people call it. It happens so often, and you're just like throwing away like decent starts.
Yeah, and if you remember at GTA Marathon, I crashed the same way.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, on 7 assets.
Rest in peace.
So yeah, kind of a shitty line here. Yeah. Oh wait, he takes this. Never mind. I was gonna say that he's setting himself up to get a really bad turn, but it's fine. Forgot that he picked this up. Yeah, Uzi is better, I think. Although you can take the shotgun and you can do the cutscene skip where you kill him before the cutscene triggers. I mean the chef. And that's maybe faster, but I don't know. I haven't timed it.
Yeah.
And it's inconsistent, so who cares?
Inconsistent.
Mm-hmm. Here you want to take the turn wider than that, so you don't lose too much speed.
And also, have you noticed that he wiggles a lot? You see when he's driving left and right? Yeah.
The wiggle, yeah. Don't do that.
It's something a lot of people do. Like, it's hard to break out of, but the important thing why that's bad is you can't lean forward to gain more speed while you're wiggling left and right. So the more you wiggle, the more momentum you lose.
Yes, but the smaller, like the smaller the turn is, the better, because you can lean forward on small, like super small wiggles.
Yeah. I mean, you still have to turn eventually, right? Like, but you're just going to be careful with how much you wiggle.
He even does the slide, dude. This guy's fucking OP.
What a beast.
Insane. Fucking shitty strat, dude.
I actually added in how to do that in New All Missions Guide, just for like the sake of having a video reference somewhere, because obviously I'm not going to like redo my no SSU tutorial for it.
Oh wow. You actually did the tutorial already?
Yeah. My voice was fucked last night.
Why?
3 hours of straight like recording. Did it all like live in one take, and then just like cut out the auto scrollers and stuff, like sped them up. But yeah, voice is like dead after 3 hours of recording, because there's a lot to say in all missions, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the run here. With there's the strat with the palm tree there, where you hit the palm and
when you
jump
bail
off the
off
bike.
onto it. Yeah.
Yeah. He should go for that. He's good enough.
I think everyone should go for that. I really don't see why people find it difficult. Maybe that's like a weird flex, but I don't know. It's really not that hard.
Yeah.
But you can do it when you get the bike here, like before Treacherous Swine, and then obviously mall shootout, you don't do it because you spin around, you do the swag exit. But then at the end of mall shootout, you can do it again.
But I still think that swag jump is a bit faster.
What, for
the end of mall shootout?
Really?
Yeah. Because like, I feel like the bike is. I'm not like, this is not 100% true. My assumption is that the bike is too far after you start guarding edges, so you have to wait a little bit before you warp.
Yeah.
He's getting
Alright,
fucking.
I think this could have been avoided, like with this cop.
Yeah.
Like you were never gonna pull in front of this cop. Like it already had so much momentum. I would have definitely gone around to the right there, like pull right.
Just...
Like he may have clipped you, but you could have cut straight across. But yeah, this is just like asking to get rinsed.
And and like in the first place, he shouldn't be in that position because of he felt the wall grind before Gonzalez. So you just slow down on that.
That's like a mechanical, like just a button mistime, right? Whereas like I think the choice to go in front of the car rather than behind it was a logical error. Yeah.
But his mistake. It was still his mistake because it wasn't just timing. He just went super fast on it. Yeah. He should slow down a lot more.
Yeah.
Anyway, he can skip the phone call here. Oh yeah, he's gonna skip it. Never mind. I'm not actually watching the inputs too much because it seems fine, but
oh yeah, same. I mean, I feel like I can tell like what people are pressing based on just what they're doing. You know, like it's pretty rare that I'll need to check an input this way.
Respect.
But, yeah, that was good. That tree hitbox is like way more forgiving than most of the trees in this game. It's like one of the only ones where you could actually reasonably fit through it.
Also, that exit there, you're supposed to just lean back so you so you can go full speed.
Yeah, so you
also, that's kind of cheeky stuff.
This is pure mechanical, though. Yeah.
Yeah, holding sprint throughout the entire time. It's just.
Wait, is that
he
a
had
sprint?
The pistol? What the fuck? I even forgot that he had the pistol.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so.
It's obvious what the mistake here is.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I think the reason he ran out of sprint because he was like trying to like, because you can usually hold sprint the entire time, but then obviously if you get stuck behind a tree like he did, then you'll run out of stamina pretty quick.
Yeah. So he stops really far from the marker.
Yeah.
He did that on the start of Church's one as well. I don't know why.
Yeah. Definitely go for the tree bail off. It's super easy. I don't know how much time it saves. Something like probably a couple of seconds maximum, but
yeah,
it's free time, isn't it? When you're on a 53, it's every second counts. Oh, that is some fucking speed. Alright. I would not usually recommend... It was good, but I would not usually recommend going for that.
It didn't seem abnormal. Can you go back?
It seemed fast for me. It seemed fast.
I'll tell you if it's... Nope. That was pretty much how I do it. You don't... I don't know. It doesn't... You don't need to slow down, obviously, that much.
I feel like he didn't like ramp off it, but more just collide with it and get lucky enough to bounce off it. I don't know. That seemed like not exactly consistent. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Like maybe I've played too safe.
I think
another thing that you can do.
You're wrong here. Yeah.
Another thing you can do when you slide off here, that you'll see a lot of the good people do. Instead of like getting off immediately, it's quicker to just like back your bike up against the wall, and then you can like press F and then play the replay as you're getting onto the bike. I think I've already told Squaky about this because he was mentioning that he was struggling with this replay. Because then you lose like the half a second from bringing the bike back, but you gain the time from not having to dick around with Lance as you like see that he does here. Like Lance can be a fucking pain in the ass.
Well, he should have just done that.
Yeah, and
it would have been fine. But overall, you should just slow down so much that you fall down without having to back up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And as you're falling down, you hold like lean back so the bike doesn't fall down on its nose. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like
shit
a 20 entry is not too bad. Alright, I'll skip through this a bit.
Yeah.
Shooting his ammunition. Yeah.
Anything that's like 14 starfish is fine.
Yeah. So with these jumps, what I always do is I always back far enough. I guess the peds kind of fucked him up. But just like I don't know if you ever fail this, but like,
No.
well, not you. I mean, to Squaky.
Okay, so-
Like what I always do is I always like back up enough so then I can just hold A and jump across. So you can jump like from here all the way across this gap. So you never have to move the mouse, and then you have like no risk of accidentally flicking the mouse and moving this.
Yeah, but like
And losing.
people need to realize that moving the mouse is not the end of the world. Like
Yeah.
you're Diaz is not just one pixel. You can look around just like he does here.
Yeah, for sure.
And also you can you should every time you tap space or tap shift to jump, you should also hold space for a bigger jump. But never hold it. Never hold space.
Never
the
hold
whole
it in
time.
between jumps because then you
Yeah.
run out of stamina. Yeah.
Exactly.
And you can't sprint back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also getting the Uzi, my man. I mentioned during Guardian Angels in your all missions run. I heavily disagree with this.
I heavily disagree with the Uzi. Heavily disagree. It's so can get fucked so much. It's not even worth it. Yeah.
So
I don't know,
like this is a pretty simple strat. So like everyone has their own way of doing it, but I feel like it's like just objectively faster to just one tap the two heads rather than going for like the body shots, right?
Oh yeah.
Just aiming for the headshots, obviously.
I think he just had like the. I have this as well. Like sometimes my hand just doesn't do the correct thing and just shoots the body.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. That's like it's pure mechanical. Like mechanical stuff is stuff that can be fixed like purely by just doing it over and over again until you nail it down. But,
wait,
like,
it's not even. Sorry. What?
You okay?
Yeah, I was kind of talked shit earlier, but it's alright. Yeah. What were you saying?
But then, like, the biggest thing for these videos is focusing on stuff where, as I say, like, it's like logical errors, Like stuff that can't be fixed by just doing it over and over again. Like stuff that actually you need to be like told about to
realize it.
To realize, yeah.
Unlucky Gates up. It happens.
Yeah, seems all you can do about that. Pistol
Not
doesn't
really
have nearly enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pistol doesn't have nearly enough range to get that Mesa Grande there. What I would always do is for this section, like if you see a car going like so when you gate zip, there's only going to usually be like one car on this road. So if you see this car going opposite and you fall over, like just don't bother with it. Like you are not going to glitch a car here. Like it's already going to be away. What
you can just
is when you get up, you can turn around and look. But if there isn't a car like coming towards you, then don't bother because your guns won't reach that Mesa Grande. Never.
Well,
your Kruger will, but then you'll have to stop and you won't make it in time for the fade shorten. So.
The thing is that if you do get a car there, you just ignore it so it despawns, and then you glitch a car that's on the main road while you're running towards the Infernus. That's way easier.
Yeah, that works too.
So yeah, I didn't see if he did the fate skips, but I recommend that because it doesn't lose any time.
Yeah, it doesn't lose any time. I think that's just another thing that he hasn't quite like implemented yet.
Or maybe he didn't have time. I'm not sure.
He had time to do a couple, but yeah, I don't know if he had enough to do like the full 3 or 4, depending on your hardware. Apparently, because this game is fantastic.
What really?
Yeah,
I always
I have to do 4, but quite a lot of people have to do 3.
I do 3, but I always make sure that Tom is standing in one specific spot, like not specific, but like one spot. He isn't moving at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty good bail out there.
Yeah.
How much would I get every time?
Yeah, you can obviously do it in the marker so you gain control, but like with that traffic, I don't think that was happening. There's way too many cars built up at the junction.
Pay too much attention to the traffic here.
Start paying more attention, my man. You are a teacher, not a student.
I was focusing on what I was saying. I'm trying not to get my tongue caught up.
Tongue twisted. So one thing you should always do here that again doesn't lose any time is when you're waiting for this guy, you should always shoot your gun, whatever strat you're doing. Because then if there's like a pedestrian wandering around like this northeastern section, then he'll block the camera and it can like, it's very rare, but it can sometimes screw you over. So there's no reason to not just fire a bullet, add it into your muscle memory so that never happens.
I just despawn like crazy here
Yeah.
while I'm running towards it.
Yeah.
Obviously, should do the new strat. Don't even need to say it. It's like way easier, way less bothering, and all around faster.
Yeah, it's faster and more consistent, and it gives you more room to glitch cars as well.
True, yeah. So, what are the inputs here, Englishman?
F3, hold A and shift, and then let go after like a second.
Yeah,
Guy told me that he has like a word in his head that he says for like a time reference, but he can't remember what it is, and he won't go back to VC to tell me. So a second will do.
I've never understood.
Yeah. And then I don't know if Squaky does because he has his fist out. Let me quickly check his inputs. But you always, as soon as you dive into the ocean here, you want to attack.
Well, yeah, that's if you're not comfortable with the controls of the.
It's not that if you're not comfortable, but if you're holding sprint in Flintstone mode to accelerate, then you don't have any stamina once you bail out.
No, that's only if you hold W as well. Right now, he is not wasting stamina at all.
Because he's holding W.
No, I mean, just I didn't see that, but if he was just holding space for, like, to move forward, he wouldn't be losing stamina because he isn't holding a direction key.
Huh.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that it was... I mean, that does make sense because you're not, like, sprinting when you're just holding shift.
Yeah, I know that because, like, in all missions, the whole drive back to Waste the Wife, I do it in Flintstones, and I'm never out of sprint.
Yeah.
So he's flying pretty high here. I wouldn't recommend that. It's kind of slow.
Yeah, you can fly under the bridges if you want to be Barry Big Bollocks. And then
hit the tree.
too high and then too low. Yeah.
Yeah. This landing.
Yeah, so like there's quite a different few references here for where you want to go. Like the best one that I think is the best is like lining up with the marker. So you line like the center of your heli up with the marker, so then you can land properly. So then you're not like pulling in at an angle, because if you do that, then you'll just collide with something, because obviously these hitboxes are bullshit. The other one is you can use the railing at the top that lines up as well. I forget which one it is. I think it's this one. But you line up with the railing.
I've never used that.
Yeah, me neither. Just use the marker.
Yeah.
But like it was paired with the fact that you were coming in at an angle, which kind of messed you up here. Like you're way off center, but then also you flew in way too fast, and you had to like massively pull down, and that's what fucked your landing here. So you got pretty lucky that you were able to recover it. But yeah, definitely work on that. Because you can still do it as fast as you landed there, but obviously without the risk of just spinning out and fucking yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I don't recommend the sniper here, because it's better to just glitch a car here and then take the sniper on supply and demand.
You can do it the other way around. It's exactly the same.
Well, yeah, but you can't answer the call. Well,
if you do this, then you can just glitch a car and you're still on time for supply and demand as well.
Well, okay, then it's just preference, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just fairly sure it's completely preference. Yeah,
I've never done it this way, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, let's skip through this.
Yeah, let's actually skip through that.
Yeah. So this like isn't technically an auto scroller, like it is based on how quickly you kill things, but like 53 players, you should trust them to do. The only thing that you can lose time on is the order here, but this is a pretty good order. I
always use a replay here to reload the gun, so I don't stop shooting.
Yeah,
it makes it super easy. Yeah. Super easy.
The biggest thing that you just want to remember is like when your heli is like, it has like 2 different locations that it flies back and forth to while you're killing these guys. Is you want to make sure that you can't see these 2 guys when you're in the first position, which is back. So you always want to, when you're far forward, like Squaky does, kill those 2 and then clean anyone else up. That's really important.
Yeah, and if you get it like fast, you even skip the whole sway.
Yeah.
Also, I can't really see these guys because of quality, but I trust he's killing them.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh well, he didn't.
So with
right.
these guys that you come up, I never recommend shooting the barrel here because
Yeah.
you'll usually not kill one of them. You'll just knock them over. So instead of shooting the barrel, just gun them down like in a sweep.
He tried, but he
Yeah.
just missed. It's fine. I even missed these guys in my PB, and I didn't realize it. Thank God I didn't lose much time. Yeah.
I always
just
preemptively,
sitting.
I think this is like preference, but I always like preemptively blow up this truck as Lance is moving because it kills the middle guy for free, and then you can just sweep the other four.
I just blow it up.
I think that's
to
purely
waste my ammo.
preference. Yeah.
Yeah. And kill these guys.
Yeah. So that was kind of like, I don't quite agree with the method there, like even though it worked. I would always recommend, like, as Marushko said, like you want to waste the clip for this section so you're not caught mid reload as Lance pulls up to these guys. So what I always do is like just hold down the trigger for this section of guys on the northern side and just make sure that you have like, you know, you've reloaded recently, because here you have like 10 bullets or whatever left. You start shooting, and then you see he gets caught mid-reload as he goes to shoot these guys. So if that was like half a second difference, he would have like not killed them. Which would have
I thought he reloaded because I can't really hear. It looked like he did.
Oh, right, yeah, of course, yeah, no sound.
That's what I didn't say.
No, he was
my
caught.
God.
Yeah, getting caught in the lamppost is scary, but it's fine. You can still easily make it if you run properly.
Obviously, I don't know if you know this, but there's like a strat here for killing Lance. You can kill him way earlier.
Before the dialogue. Yeah.
Yeah, way before the dialogue. It's not that tight, but I don't know. I would recommend learning that. It's not that.
Is I'm not even sure how much time it saves though, because like when you shoot him like mega early, the heli just like floats down rather than crash lands.
If you do it correctly, then it just crash lands.
So what is doing it correctly? Like,
well,
is it later
my timing? Well, it's earlier than this, way earlier.
No, I mean earlier than what makes it float down.
Yes, it's earlier than what makes it. My reference is after the cutscene ends, I count 1, 2, 3, and I shoot. Okay. That's like my speed of counting as well.
Okay. Also, like Squaky kinda does it here, but like, so the way you end this mission is how you'll like teleport back, looking that direction. So you want to look, and you spawn like pretty much directly north to the marker. So you always want to make sure that you're like facing south here. So like Squaky faces like kind of southeast, but just keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because
also
because he looks southeast. I don't know if that was intentional or not. So I'm like mentioning it just in case he doesn't know. You know. But
yeah, it
looked intentional.
And after this mission, don't hold sprint because sometimes he can slide for no reason. So yeah. So you know that.
Yeah.
See if he does the chainsaw. Respect. No need for that 1 second.
Yeah, you can like pre-equip the chainsaw there as you like land onto the ledge, and it allows you to just like hold left click and immediately take the door off.
Yeah,
for 3 seconds.
It's a good time save. I recommend it as well.
Oh yeah, okay.
He doesn't have a single glitched car. Like, that's pretty. I don't know. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate not having glitched cars on these drives.
Yeah, same. So, oh dear. Okay. I would always recommend, like as Marushko said, I would say like 2 is pretty good here. Like ideally, you can have 3 if you get lucky on the chase. But if you learn a new chase strat, then after you do that, then you have like a huge 4-way junction where you can glitch like 1 or 2 cars minimum, and that'll be really good. So you should ideally get to the point. So you already have enough glitched cars. So in theory, if you get like only 1 at the end of Say Yes Sir, then that's fine. You'll still have enough. Obviously, you want to do as many as possible to increase your chances of not getting shafted. But
well, 5 is like where you should just stop bothering.
Yeah.
So I guess he does glitch 1 here, assuming.
It's a BF.
Yeah, see, like you answered
that is just unlucky.
Well, yeah, but that wouldn't happen in like the long glass call because you have so much time to wait for him to get out.
Injection?
No, getting the sentinel right next to the BF. That's what I mean. Just watch the video. There's a sentinel. You see? He would have glitched that in the other call because he didn't have to pick it up and shit. You understand?
So what you're saying is, in the event that you get a BF injection as the first car, the other route is better.
Well, that's
if you get a 1 in like 300 chance.
Yeah, but that happens a lot. Like you can get a BF, you can get 2 bikes, like 3 bikes can spawn on this thing, like PCJ, Faggio, and Freeway, like all the bikes. Also, you know, it's not just like cars that can spawn here.
Mm. So it's more like a 5 in 300 chance.
All right, dude.
No, I mean, I've always I've always agreed that if you can minimize RNG, then you should. So
yeah, that minimizes RNG.
Yeah.
Huge fate skip, but unlucky. It's all cycles there, so you should never bother even practicing that.
Yeah.
Just learn like the general placement of it.
Yeah.
So far, not a bad supply and demand segment. Not gonna lie. I'm feeling the strong 6 on this.
The strong what?
A strong 6.
Oh, out of 10.
Like Anthony Pantano. Did you get on the thing? I can't hear.
Yeah. I was listening for it.
Yeah,
I think he was a bit late, but I think that's just because he parked his heli so far away.
Yeah. So I always pause my music here. Well, not always, but like when I try to focus.
So you can hear it. Yeah. Makes sense. This landing is hard to do optimally, I would say.
It's hard, just take your time with it.
That was alright, yeah. But yeah, because your heli, you won't get the phone call. You can do, whenever you enter into a Cortez marker, like, it only happens once because you don't have a close replay for the other ones. But you can play a close replay to shorten the fade, just one.
Yeah, but don't play it like instantly, as if you were like managing it.
Yeah. It's like,
you should play
as you walk in, like, I'll pause it on the timing. Like, playing it there is fine.
Yeah, right now.
Once you've already, like, taken a step in, then you can play it.
Can also do that on the fastest boat.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
So yeah, nothing wrong with this flight as well. You should go in between the trees. I think everyone knows that. Yeah, these 2 trees. It's like they were meant to be here. Like
yeah, they're like the only opening in this entire segment. Yeah. But again, like the big thing with the flying is like the landing. I think for Squaky, like you can tell his flight goes super good, and then he like pulls in too far, and then has to like massively overcompensate to pull back.
Yeah,
which is true. Like causing you to kind of almost crash land every single time.
Also, the takeoff here is kind of bad because he goes way too high.
You're gonna pull back in. Yeah,
you just hold like leaning forwards as soon as you get in the heli here.
Yeah. But I think that was more just, again, because of the weird landing. Like, his heli was facing a weird direction, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can say that.
But still more than enough time to do the fast route here. You can chainsaw off that door to obviously skip, you know, all the...
It even saves, like... It saves more time the closer you are, because you can... Yeah, as you said, you can skip the guy closing the door.
Yeah. So you don't only like save the time from Tommy dicking around with the door, but you also save it with the NPC dicking around with the door.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Also, for this corner, like I would never recommend people to club this post. I always say avoid it because these lampposts are fine with the tank, but if you like skim this and take a weird angle, you'll get stuck on it. So I would very much avoid. I would always say cut this corner to a point where you don't touch that post at all. Like you have more than enough, like, you know. Rather than just clumbing it down and risking it, then I would always recommend just cutting the corner instead. Much better, in my opinion.
Exactly, yeah.
But this is fine. Like, you went a bit fast there, so you'll get stuck on the wall, but yeah, it's super minor.
Don't jump here. Just turn your camera
turn around and sprint. Yeah, don't be lazy.
This isn't GTA 3.
Yeah. Also, what do you think about glitching cars like that?
Don't do that.
Yes, thank you. I've had so many people tell me that, like, it doesn't matter. Yes, it fucking does, alright? Don't glitch cars before you get the phone call. Cops are not rare on that road. They will spawn. Especially when you've just fucking done a fucking mission that has 1 million police around you. It is suicide. Don't do that.
It's also like slower because you play the replay and longer's the call timer.
Yeah, exactly. It's slow and it's stupidly risky. Don't do it. Take
the call, then glitch the cars.
Yeah.
Should have shot that car with the M60.
Yeah, it has better range.
I don't know, like, what is he gonna do? He has like 2 glitched cars or 3, I think. Maybe he's gonna glitch here.
I was gonna say maybe like before death row you can get one. That happens quite a lot.
Yeah, you can get
heli or block it. But yeah, maybe he just risks it. I'm not sure.
I think like, yeah, what?
I was gonna say, just in case anyone who doesn't know, like, why sometimes like cars that you're about to glitch drive away. If you shoot like only 1 bullet at them like that, then it's kind of random whether they get out or they drive away and get scared. So the way you do it is you put a lot of bullets into them. We're talking like 6 or 7, and then they'll always stop, even if they're like trying to flee. They'll get out anyway. So yeah, always make sure you pad them with bullets.
I think 6 or 7 is low still. I would go for like half a clip.
Yeah, I guess like with the higher fire rate, it's difficult to tell.
Yeah, just go like until you see them like start stopping. Then you stop.
Yeah,
pretty much. Also, I don't know, like, should we talk about crouch canceling? I don't know if you know that. This strat, like,
your description is probably better than mine. So
okay, so pretty much every time Tommy shoots a gun, there's this little like duration where he lowers the gun down, and that's slow obviously, and you can skip that animation by crouching and then quickly getting up. And the way I do it is I crouch and then immediately sprint, so it doesn't even look like I'm crouching at all. It just looks like he just lowers the gun down. So I hope I did that.
Yeah,
it's very useful on
super useful on shakedown. Yeah.
Also,
and again, this heli, it's like exactly the same. Like, pulls in mega fast and then massively overcompensates by pulling back, and that's what makes him spin out. Like,
that's how I land in here because it's tricky, but he just held down D too much. That's just the only mistake here.
Yeah,
going hard on this, respect that.
This is fine. I think in no SSU this is totally fine. Like, I feel like this is consistent enough to go for.
Well, yeah, if you're okay with resetting, because you can get killed here.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a rare thing.
Yeah.
If you're okay with resetting them.
Yeah.
By any means.
Like, I don't die here very often, but it's quite common that you'll go on low enough health so where you'll die on rub out if you don't get a good clip. Like, it makes for about far less consistent. Yeah.
He got pretty good, like 40 armors. He may like not even lose it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty ideal.
Also, I don't agree with this.
This heli route, is super old. You can tell this is a boomer route. The better way to go is to pull out and head while it's like on the video. I'll point it out.
Yeah, it's more like to the beach.
You head this way around this building. Yeah, you head over this this section, and then there's like a building just on the other side of this one with like some radars or like satellite dishes. I forget which ones they are. And you go over that, and then you just pull directly into the hospital.
It makes for a wider turn,
yeah,
which loses you less speed. This is like super old.
Yeah. Because this way, like, it may seem faster because you're kind of cutting the corner, but then you have to do like a direct U-turn to the hospital, which loses you like a lot of time. So you lose all the time that you gain here. Like here, you have to like slowly float around. Yeah.
That wasn't too bad the way you played it.
Yeah. Definitely made the best with what you had. Like, that was a pretty optimal way of doing the slow way, you know? Yeah, pretty fast going slow.
True.
Yeah.
Obviously need to work on your heli flying a little bit, because you don't use A and D at all, like only in tight turns. But it's actually very useful to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, I always just use Q and E if I need to make like little adjustments.
Yeah, using A or D is better. Just
Yeah.
like in this, it's a straight line towards Starfish. But if you need to like go left or right, you should use D and A and not Q and E.
What I also do here is what a lot of people do is they'll lose a lot of time here. I imagine Squaky's going to do this. They'll park in like the rose bushes, like you would for like Copland in all missions now. But like you want to do the similar thing that you did for like say a Sir, where you basically like swoop in right from the other way.
Yes.
So what I would recommend doing is like as Marushko said, you take like a straight route and it puts you between these two trees. You swoop in, then you hold Q, and then land. Yeah, Q. Which one is it?
Q and A. Q and A.
Yeah, I thought you said Q and E. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I did.
Q and A, and it'll spin you, and then as long as you don't land like directly in front of the stairs, the despawn radius here is pretty lenient, so you can land like anywhere on this like section. I would say it's like pretty fine. The reason why that's like super gone.
Anywhere that isn't the stinger that spawns on Shakedown, because that will despawn.
That will despawn it, yeah. But obviously that's way further back, so you should never like park there.
Yeah, but you can push it around during the phone call.
Yeah, sure. So the reason why that's like super important that you might not realize is because obviously like not only do you like get to do the call earlier, so you're waiting less here, which will save you a couple of seconds, but then also it makes Shakedown far quicker because you're not running all the way from here where you spawn down the stairs, off the ramp, whatever, and you run like all the way here to your heli. Whereas if it's here, like easy 3+ seconds that you save. Like your heli is so far away from the mansion here. So what would you call an optimal time to enter the mall? This is a good time to go to your car, actually. This is good.
Yeah, to enter the mall is like 4:14, but that's like super good. So I guess 4:12 would be like the average that I will always be okay with.
So even with a good flight, with this way the heli is parked, I would say like you're probably talking like not even 4:10 is probably not possible with how much time you're going to lose here. So it'll like your mall entry will reflect how basically much time you lose, because the flight is pretty simple. It's more just another straight line. But yeah, like you'll lose a lot of time that you don't even really notice unless you look at more entry times.
Yeah. 33 DS. Winnable.
That's good. Winnable. Winnable. Yeah, you'll see here. So we'll see what the more entry time is. Like you can see like it's probably 4 seconds gone.
Just he already lost like 3 seconds getting on it.
And in this flight, you just need to very much keep a straight line. A lot of people like can't make up their mind whether they're gonna go like over the trees or like whatever, but you can just go through them. Like these trees are not problematic enough.
Most of them aren't.
Yeah.
Some of them are quite solid. Also, you should go to the right here, but
yeah,
it's just better because it's a straighter line. You don't turn too much.
What I meant was like you don't need to like avoid every tree. Like if you take a straight route, you'll.
Yeah, but I meant like at that specific spot.
Yeah.
409.
Yeah, so you're talking.
Also, the landing again, he did the same thing. So I guess he just
pulled massively back, and his heli is like almost fucked now. I think because of it. Yeah, like the heli's really low, and it's just from doing the same thing, like pulling down when you're not supposed to. For this landing, like I literally just hold S and E as I come down. Like I pull down with like whatever button you use, like I use the arrow key. Then I just hold S and E and you land straight. Like you don't need to land nose diving, you know?
Yeah.
To pull down.
And space. I'm pretty sure space does a little magic here.
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess that makes you like not slide as much, right? So you can stop easier.
Yeah, exactly.
So if Marushko like explanation of crouch cancelling, like I guess this is a better visual guide. So the animation that he's talking about is like once you stop shooting, it's this here where he like brings the gun down. That's what you can cancel by just like the easiest way to do it is once you because you're not like moving, you don't have to have your hand on like W, S, and D really quick. So what I do is I move my index finger to C, and then obviously have my little finger on shift. I guess use your thumb for space. It works exactly the same way. And then you just like, press them in. Like I imagine you just do it with your thumb. But you just do the exact same thing and just press it in sequence and then move your hand back up. So this is an interesting angle for this.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Made it work though. Made it work. But yeah, definitely you can use some work there. If you run off the escalator straight rather than like running at an angle, you won't have to fall cancel because you don't quite fall far enough.
Well, if you hold shift, if you hold sprint, you will have to cancel. So don't hold sprint on that.
Yeah, just tap it. These throws look fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a million different references there.
Kind
for
of.
this, you shouldn't run too far forward. My reference is to just stand here, like against this little ledge.
Yeah.
If you run this far forward, then obviously like the dialogue takes the same amount of time. So the later you trigger it, the more you have to stand at the car to wait, right? So what you should do is you should like stand much further back. So then you do the opposite. So you trigger the dialogue much earlier.
But what I do is I stand. If you pause right now, yes, you see like where it begins the blue part of the ground. That's where I stand. No. It's like the whole ground is blue.
The whole here.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah,
and
okay.
It's better because you can run to the Infernus and quickly chainsaw the door off before the mission ends.
Oh, okay,
so it's
so
a little bit faster.
Yeah. So you lose like you lose like the half a second from the dialogue, but then you gain the second from the door. So,
yeah, because you can't chainsaw it after the mission passes because there's like a billion cops.
Yeah. And you'll just get insta-arrested if you try and do that.
Or, no, you're just gonna get the star, and it's never gonna go away.
Yeah.
You have to go for the close.
Oh, dear. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, you always want to, when you pull up here, like, I don't know if this is a practice thing, but you always want to make sure that you, like, you pull left enough so you feel your car go up. Like, this whole thing is sloped. If you don't feel the slope, then you're just going to ram the wall. Like, this whole thing is ramped, sorry. So, like, that's the grassy part. But, yeah, you want to go left until you see yourself actually going up. So you see, like, the car changes its direction, right? So, like, when you go far enough, then you can see the car is, like, actually at an angle rather than driving straight. That's how you know you're at the right place.
Exactly. He's still getting cars, but it's alright. He has 4. You can glitch a car during the CTC call. It's alright.
Yeah.
I assume he does that, but maybe he doesn't.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because having 4 is kind of risky for CTC. You can fail that really easily.
I would say 4 is consistent enough to where I'd be pissed off if I failed CTC in a run with 4 glitch cars. But obviously, ideally, you want 5. Like, if you get 3, then I wouldn't be as mad because I think you went to knock the door off there on the glitch car. That was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. You should, if you don't chainsaw it before like the end of shakedown, you should chainsaw it during the phone call.
Yeah.
Always get rid of this. It's just not worth it to be a pussy and.
Oh. Okay. That's what you don't do with the tank. Don't fucking skim the poles. You get stuck.
Ooh, okay.
I would very much say, for like, because I usually like teach beginners, and I always say never chainsaw that door off because it's like it's not worth throwing away runs. But when you get to this level, then sure. So
I think like if you pay attention enough, like you can notice a cop somewhere here.
If you want to say that, I'll show you a clip after we're done this, where genuinely the cop spawns like next door as I'm flicking the camera away, and I don't have time to react. So
yeah, well, you wouldn't have time to react to close the door anyway. So unless you close it every time, which then you're just losing time.
Yeah. So this M60 is pretty slow. I think everyone can say that. Like, if you want to be super with this, you don't agree with it being slow, or you don't agree with doing M60?
No, I don't agree with yes, I don't agree with the M60, but I also don't agree with the lineup. But we're going to talk about that.
Okay. So I would say the best way to do this like semi-fast and semi-consistently is like, because obviously the most optimal version is 1 grenade barb roll, but I'm pretty sure even with a reference, like I don't know many people that can do that really consistently.
Pretty sure Anti can do it.
Probably Anti, yeah. Like I don't know if you go for it.
No, I
Yeah,
hate that. I
yeah,
tried it for like 30 minutes, never got it
yeah.
consistently.
So most people do 2 grenade barb roll, which is still faster than M60. So what you do is instead of like doing this bit where you like ram into the wall for the M60, you instead like cut the corner and you park your car like obviously more so you're stood
Yeah,
closer, like you're in the middle of the road. And then you use that as a reference to throw like 1 grenade to the car and then 1 grenade to blow this guy up who survives. Um,
exactly. Yeah,
you could probably say, like obviously this isn't like a fully extensive tutorial, but like you could use a visual reference, like you could watch any video and see where they aim to do that. Like
it's super easy. Just don't
yeah,
bother with this. It's so old that you're just looking like
yeah.
stupid.
So like the time that you lose, like obviously you're having to run all the way. Um, like you run all the way back across to the north side. Like remember, you're coming from the south. You come all the way to the north wall to park the car. Then you shoot, blow up the vehicle. Then you run all the way back to the south to throw the grenade, and then you run
Yeah,
all the way back again. Like yeah,
and you
it's
have to
super
change.
slow.
Yeah, and the weapon changes. Like you have to go through every single weapon in your inventory.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So yeah, Marushko
Also,
also
the
mentioned the
lineup.
lineup. Yeah,
Yeah,
this lineup, like I did it for quite a long time. I did like a slightly different variation of it. But the reason why a lot of people don't like it, I believe, is because when you're shooting the backs of these guys, like you don't seem to kill them nearly as quick because you'll hit like the back of the bike instead. Whereas if you stand next to the palm tree here, you have like a fully like side on angle and their entire body is exposed and you can just like destroy them way quicker.
yeah, and
So
pretty much
you can hear like Marushko doesn't have sound, but you can hear like Squaky hits like 4 or 5 bullets on those bikes that is just wasted. Like even though his aim isn't bad, like the back of the bike is just way easier to hit than the person when you're at that angle. But yeah,
also on the other lineup, you can it's a way easier flick because the bike is already moving in that direction. So if you overflick, you can just wait until the bike is there and you can shoot it like that.
yeah, you can just wait for him to like drive into your crosshair, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a
So
slow drive here, but it's okay. That
yeah,
curb is pretty annoying, so
yeah, I definitely agree. I would never recommend like going over that. So
ooh.
you can tell that's like Squawky's. You can tell that this is very much like not quite D-Rust, but like you can tell he isn't quite as confident because he like remakes all of his replays like 6 times.
Yeah, don't bump into Lance here. That's
Yeah, that's
the
really
biggest
bad.
mistake.
Yeah,
See, like there he bumps into him and he stuns him, and
yeah,
you have to wait for him to get here.
yeah.
So don't do that.
What you can do is if that does happen, or like I do it in general just to give him extra time, is like run to the other side of your bike while still holding sprint, and then like
Yeah.
wait a second before getting on. Because when you get onto this bike mega early, you're just sat and you are just asking to be like ultra copped or arrested. Like you are going, please arrest me. Like there you can get screwed over so easily just sitting on the bike. So the less time you spend on the bike before driving away, the better. So yeah, like I always recommend going to the east, run to the other side of the bike, then get on. So then Lance is on ready with you. As soon as you get on, you can drive away. And then
Yeah,
the chances of getting ultra copped is like 0 pretty much.
but
You have to get
overall, that
really
shouldn't
unlucky.
happen.
It shouldn't happen, yeah, but
Just be
again,
careful with the movement. Don't move right away. Just like
yeah,
take
get
your
your
time.
bearings as to where you are, and then
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, Copland. I'm
so
not
yeah,
gonna say much because
yeah, this is fine.
people like to go safe.
You're gonna
Kind of
mention
close
about
there.
the grass corner?
No.
No, I don't blame you.
It's not even worth it to go
Yeah.
for. You can go for
So
the chainsaw strat here.
the chainsaw strat?
Yeah, you know that?
I don't think so. Run
It's
me through it.
apparently super old strat
Really?
that nobody has been doing for no reason really.
What is
Where
it? Like
you
maybe I'll know it.
pretty much you like kill Lance just before the cutscene starts, and you skip his line, the fits perfectly line. You skip
Really?
that.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah.
yeah, I did it on my PB.
Oh, okay.
Kind of risky, but not too risky if you get the timing.
Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to have a look.
'Cause, yeah. 'Cause, yeah.
One thing I will say is like with this, So this is like a super old way, I guess. Like when people didn't quite know like how the cops, how you deal with the cops consistently to get in the garage. But like
Yeah.
parking this bike sideways, like super unoptimal because then you're gonna have to like pull around again. What you want to do
Yeah.
is like as you pull into the garage, like there's no reason to get off the bike because these guys, these two scripted cops, they can't arrest you. They're scripted to not. Even if they knock you off the bike, they'll just knock you off and stand there. So what you
Yeah.
want to do instead is like do a U-turn, so then you're facing a direct 180, so you're facing this way, and just sit like on the bike. There's no reason to get off and like move, because then you can get them messed up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So then you not only have like the cops, they come through consistently, but then also you have the bike facing towards the exit, which is where you're going to be going.
True.
Yeah, I didn't know about that chainsaw strat. That's interesting.
Yeah, but you have to get out. So you have to be fast.
Yeah. Yeah, so that just in like, you know, you had to dodge Lance there by like going all the way around to the west of the garage. Like, yeah, don't have to worry about that.
You can go like full speed ahead here.
And
so
bail
you can
off. Yeah.
bail, yeah.
Yeah. If you don't do that, I do always say park inside the cafe, so I'm glad Squaky did. Because if you don't,
exactly.
then there's a chance that the bike gets blatted from the explosion and it'll block Lance on the way out.
Yeah,
that's like,
possible.
Yeah. And again, like, it's super rare, but like, you can't complain that it's bullshit when it happens because it's completely avoidable.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't post in GTA VC.
Yeah, why did this happen? You fucked up, that's why it happened.
Yeah, this flight is kind of okay, but I wouldn't do that.
I would say
just
it's
because
super
slower.
high. Yeah.
It's not like risky or anything, it's just 1 second slower maybe.
I would imagine the reason he took this flight is just purely because of his heli health. Like, he doesn't want to bonk, and because if he bonks now hard, he will set his heli on fire.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's
I hope he held sprint there, so that Lance can sprint as well. Yeah. I don't think he did, but it's alright.
Let's have a look. He held it for like a second and then let go. But
you're supposed to hold it for the whole time.
Hold it the whole way, yeah.
I don't think it's worth it though, so don't add me.
But yeah, it's like 4130 cop line is good.
It's a gold.
A purple.
Hey, never mind.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, I was gonna say that was this is a recipe for disaster here. Like, yeah, just as soon as you pull up, pull away, because otherwise, yeah, you'll club the roof.
Yeah.
That was.
He did the same thing on Serious Sir.
Yeah. As soon as you pull up, as Marushko said, like, pull away. Don't just hold W the whole time. Like,
slow landing here, but
yeah, this is like the only time where it's okay to crash land the heli and he lands safe. Like, here you can just dive this into the alleyway. Like, you don't need the helicopter anymore. It doesn't matter. Like, you can just fling it into the street.
I think it's better to land it than diving it out. But I
don't mean dive it out. I mean, like, yeah, just crash land and then get out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So with this replay, you can, like, it's technically more optimal to jump, so you don't lose your momentum like you do there when you play the replay, so you keep it.
Yeah.
But as long as you're, you know, in time for the Printworks buy, then it technically doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So he'll be on time anyway, but I guess just good to incorporate into your muscle memory, you know?
Also, obviously, the further you land, the earlier you answer the call.
Yeah.
Just like in Rub Out.
Yep. Printworks buy looked good. It's kind of difficult to watch a video and say how good the reference was. Like,
yeah.
Because it's
purely based on it.
Yeah, it's purely based on like rhythm and feeling, I would say.
You're gonna get a PCJ here, dude? Oh, he got the taxi.
Okay,
you can just bump into him so that he like gets stunned. You don't have to slice him.
Yeah. Actually, had lost the door as well. That's quite impressive. Yeah.
Go for the armor here. Don't listen to anyone. Don't listen to EBen. Don't listen to
Why?
Anti. Because, dude, just go for it. It's super hard.
You're telling people
What?
to fucking like shave a second on barb roll by like risking the cop, like risking the knocking the door.
Yeah, but this is
armor
way...
skip is like a no. Like this saves way more time.
No way it saves way more time. Well, yeah, it does save way more
Yeah,
time.
it does. Like, what are you talking about?
But people have such bad movement here. They always get shot and then complain. So you either get better at your movement or just don't die.
That movement looked completely fine to me. I don't think he would die most of the time there.
Alright, I was expecting worse. I'll give it to Squaky.
This guy's a 53, bro. He knows what he's doing. Alright, relax.
Well, alright. I'm just saying.
No, I do agree. If your movement is shit, then yeah, if you start like getting stuck on the stairs or whatever, then yeah, sure. But I would say 53, you should have that movement locked down at that point. So I would say armor skip is...
You have a 53 too, and your movement sucks.
My movement is pretty good in my PB, I think. Maybe you've seen me fuck it up, but we all make mistakes. I'm pretty sure my movement is fine.
Alright. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
He slows all the way down. You don't need to do that.
I respect it because like it is technically possible to get cycled on the bribe, but like you can go slow enough to where you're still moving and you know you don't get shafted. So,
here, I don't know if he does fate skips.
I was gonna say I don't think we should expect them.
I'll talk about it if he does it, but I'll ignore it if he doesn't.
Oh well, definitely
okay.
with
it doesn't do it then. Yeah. So let's not dive into that rabbit hole.
Yeah. What I would say, Squaky, is definitely go for fade skips. They're not super difficult. If I can do them, you can do them. And
they're completely consistent. Apart from that, where you can warp without the bike.
They're completely consistent, except the times when they're not consistent.
Except the very, very, very rare cases where you warp without the bike.
Yeah.
That's super rare, and you're fine.
Yeah. So we'll cut through these. These are all pretty standard.
Yeah.
This is basically an auto-scroller.
Okay, buddy.
Well, it is. You're waiting on the call every time.
Well, when you do stuff like that, like, that's not an auto-scroller. He lost time there.
I'm not auto-scroller if you're not shit. Sorry, that was
okay. So you don't lose time if you don't make mistakes.
Yes, exactly. If you play perfectly, the whole game's an auto-scroller. Pushing this bike, hardest trick in the game, and I will not be proved otherwise.
Yeah.
Shit's
it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. I'm not sure why you didn't cut the corner here when you did it all the other times. Like, you're still going the same way. Like, cut the corner. It's faster. I don't know why I don't know.
Maybe he got a little distracted and he didn't notice he was already there.
Maybe.
At the corner.
Yeah, it's definitely still faster to cut the corner and then head over this, like, this green plantation bit in the middle.
Yeah. But here it's not at all. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
It's an auto-scroller.
Yeah.
This whole game's an auto-scroller. Well, you have to, like, try a little bit.
Yeah. So that first skip was, like, super late.
Yeah, I can't hear, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, the first skip was, like, a second delayed, but these are fine. Yeah.
This looks like the laziest fucking...
Mine is even better that I do now. Instead of even using the mouse, I literally just, like, run against the wall, and then just press, like, DSA. So I, like, walk in, back, left, forward. So I just run in a square. It's so good.
Oh my god, you guys are all so lazy.
But it works, you know? Can't fuck up if you put no effort in.
Anyway, I know I said this is an auto-scroller, but it actually isn't, because now he's gonna have, like, the lady already out of the hilly, and that's not what we want. You see, like, these ladies are gonna start running now?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, maybe she's not. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Use the chainsaw here, obviously.
Chainsaw faster,
And
also, you should skip these lines, like this
Yeah.
one where he says, oh, fuck, what does he say? I know all the phone calls, but apparently.
he said
People
being
patronize me all my
first,
life, treat me like a little kid. This line, and then my
Yeah.
brother would do that. Please, man, don't do that. Like, you should skip both of these lines on the lady, because otherwise you'll just be stood there at the bike like a fucking plonker.
Yeah, and during during the one of the line skips while the lady is talking, that's when you should play your replay.
Yeah, play the replay so you don't like lose time here on the way back.
It's minor optimizations, but you should be knowing.
But it's free time, so it's no reason to not do it.
Going for them. Also, the new jump here.
Yeah,
That.
I can understand why people don't do it, because it is kind of tricky. But basically, if you don't know what it is, you stand like instead of running around, you just jump across, like 45 degrees over.
It's
saves like 2 seconds or so.
Yeah, it's more forgiving than people think. Like it's not that. It's a way wider marker than it looks like.
Yeah.
The hitboxing.
And I mean, even if you like go so wide that you miss it, you can then just jump back over anyway. So
yeah, well,
it's only if you jump too far left and you restart the mission that you then lose time.
If you go too wide, then you're kind of like a little fucked because holy shit, I did not fail the mission here.
Easy.
Anyway,
that's why.
If you go too wide, you're gonna lose the star, and you're probably gonna get the call. So you're not gonna get the instant call. So you're still like a little fucked if you missed it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he gets this.
This reference, this is a bit off, I would say. With the ways, like, obviously CTC references are so like fuck faced anyway. But I always try to, if you have this one, like I would re-aim. I always try to go as close to this line as possible and more right than left. So like if it's like, this is obviously more left, as you can see in this little door frame. I always try and go more right. So I would re-aim and look for one that's more like here.
Well,
reference. And that's always worked for me.
I don't know. Like, CTC has been RNG for me for 2 years so far. And I don't know, but...
The thing is, like, I wouldn't say it's RNG, but it's so precise that it's really difficult for anyone to do it consistently. But I was like, I'm confident enough in my CTC like setup knowledge to know that this was gonna miss. Like I feel like that would miss most times.
I thought it would hit, but I don't know.
Well, that's because you're dumb, Marushko.
Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
you all know.
But I would always say try and go. I would say like there's a timeline, some parallel universe where you hit that. But I would definitely say like that is still a logical error to go for that. It did blow up the bike, actually, eventually, yeah.
What the fuck? Maybe his replays were off. Who knows, dude? It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't hate yourself if you miss it. It's absolutely bullshit.
Yeah.
Also, you can go a little bit on the road, so it's like literally a straight line that you have to shoot. Yeah. You have to kill them before they come at you, or they're gonna run you over.
Yeah.
And this line here, I always like lower my DPI.
The most chokeable snipe because it's the last thing you can fuck up unless you go for the new KO.
Also, reload your gun. You kind of gave me anxiety there.
Yeah, reload your gun. Absolutely agree. Because you had like 3 bullets spare there. If you whiffed, you were fucked.
Yeah, I don't know if it's placebo or not, but crouching might help for like the accuracy of the shots.
You know, Guy says the opposite. He says he misses more with crouching.
So. Well, then it's for sure placebo.
Yeah. So here, I would very much recommend staying on the grass instead of like going around the bridge. You can jump up this ledge and then jump onto the bridge, so you cut the corner.
Yeah, it's
I'll show you where it is. Yeah, like here, you can jump on this and then jump here. Like bail off, take the call, jump, and then you'll be much closer rather than going all the way around here.
Exactly, yeah.
Because when this call ends, you're going to have to like still run for like an extra couple of seconds to get even close. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And that's it. I don't know if he does the close replay, but he doesn't.
It's very much doubt it. Yeah, fucking dumb strat anyway.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah. Fuck whoever found that, and fuck whoever we found out because it was dead. I don't know. I
Was it one
wasn't
of the
around.
Chinese guys? I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was fuck, what was his name? Ramison, right? I think.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think.
I don't know. It wasn't like that the first time though. Like there was this whole car setup with the grenade.
Yeah, yeah.
It barely saved time, and then someone for some reason just decided to do like the ballsy chainsaw.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Blah blah blah.
yeah. Pretty much.
One thing I would always say as well is like when you're here, start using the M60. It kills people quicker in the auto scroller, so you have less chance of dying, and you have it pre-equipped for Sunny, so you don't have to
he
look like a
didn't?
dick here. Yeah, he has the M4.
Oh,
You have to go, duh, fucking press the E button and lose time in an auto scroller.
yeah.
Not worth it. You look like a dumbass. Don't do it.
Well, GG. This is
G
Squaky.
fucking G. Yeah.
I don't know how I saved a minute over that, but
Yeah.
Jesus.
Would have missed CTC snipe as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Overall rating out of 10. Marushko.
I'll give him a very, very low 7.
A very low 7.
Yeah, like 6.9.
Okay. Actually, wait,
But
no.
it's still a 7.
With teachers, I forget. We got to do the grade. You got to grade him.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then that's the equivalent of a C minus. Wait,
Is it? That's
I don't know, like English. They're not like this in Bulgaria, but like, is C like the lowest amount that isn't an F, or is there like a D?
I think it depends on the country. You at least here you can get all the way like A B C D E F.
Well, then
we have
C
U,
minus
means,
is not that.
C minus is pretty good. Yeah. We like F isn't even like a thing here like it is in American schools. We have U, which means like ungraded or some shit. It basically means as 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah,
a C plus, not bad. I'll give you I'm a nice guy. I like the people that I always have on are too harsh. B minus. Give a B minus, lad. Because then you see this gives me the higher public image. People think more of me now. You see.
Let me see your PV, EBen.
What? New EBen
if
evaluates episode part 2 right now.
No. I mean, like, let me see your time. Let's see what you have.
53:30, bro.
50-30, bro. You okay?
B plus. Huh?
B plus.
Huh?
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Thank you.